Hi everyone, I hope you're keeping well leading up to another exciting season for your club. So, thought I would jump on today and give you the full update on version 3 of Handicaddie. To start off, we'll go through some of the cosmetic changes we've made to Handicaddie. So you'll see the design looks a little bit different now to reflect our rebrand, which is centered around professionalism and also just making the experience as easy as possible for you to schedule caddies. So we'll start off with the dashboard. So the first thing you can see here, from first glance, it may look a little bit different to you, but in principle, the same theory applies in terms of dragging and dropping caddies into the jobs. One new thing we have added is now if you go to the side, you'll be able to see if a caddy has either accepted the job or if it is still in draft. We're really proud with how this looks, and hope you guys enjoy the new dashboard. So the next thing we're going to do is go into this page. There's a little bit of a difference just in our actual dashboard here. So you'll be able to see, again, just a little bit of a new look. You can see here at the top if there's any pending tasks, such as open slots. These are jobs that haven't been filled by caddies. And you can actually directly act at it from the dashboard. So if you wanted to, you can just send this out to the public, which will publish this to all the caddies. There is a few other things here in terms of reviews, which I'll get into more deeply in the next section. There's a whole separate section required for that. Another thing I thought I would take you through is just the new settings panel as well, which we've redesigned. So again, looks a little different. You can obviously add your different slot types here as well, and obviously customize your timesheet from this page as well. So that covers everything in terms of the cosmetic changes, and now we will go deeper into the new things that we've built on our system. So the first feature we're going to dive into in a little bit more detail is our messaging panel. So we were requested by a bunch of clubs to create a way where you can talk to the caddies directly through the application to notify them of things such as weather delays, any other events coming up, or just simply to prompt them at the start of the season. So what we built is a messaging panel in which you can directly reach out to the caddies, and also the caddies can respond. So a few things to go through in this. First of all, we have created the ability to create groups in this. So we know that a lot of our clubs will have senior caddies, junior caddies, for example, and you may want to communicate with them in a group. So let's say I wanted to create a group called Junior Caddies. So I will just create that. And from here, you can add any individuals you want. So I'm just going to click the first 5 for ease of use. And then you just create the group. And then from here, you'll be able to message them directly through the platform, by simply typing a message. So the important thing to note with this is whenever the caddies reply, so they will obviously get a pop-up in their mobile app whenever you message them. Whenever they do reply, anyone who is registered as a caddy master on the Handicaddie platform will be able to see it. So it's not one-to-one just between a caddy and one caddy master. It's between the caddies and all the admins created on your page. So this hopefully is an easy way to communicate with your workforce about anything that's going on at your club. So a significant bit of work over winter that we've done is to build a fully custom caddy review system in the application. So what we found was for many programs there is some training that is done at the start of the year, but it's really difficult to measure overall how your caddies are performing. I know from being a caddy master that I used to get the odd comment here and there if something was good or if it was bad, but it's very different to get a mean average of how your caddies are performing. And this way, we actually provide clubs with the hard data so that you know exactly what to work on in your training sessions or where your caddies aren't quite performing well. The goal with this system is to really ensure that your visitor or member experience with caddies is continually improving throughout the years. caddies are spending the most time with golfers out of anyone in your golf club. So we built this tool to help make sure that experience just continually gets better throughout the years. So the way we do this is, if you're interested, we send out a QR code stand to every club that is going to be using this system. So you can then display this at basically any place at your club, but we do recommend places of high footfall. So places like the pro shop are good, perhaps in locker rooms, just where people are walking by. This way, when the golfer completes the round, they can scan a QR code, and this will pop up for them. So they will be able to search for the caddy they had on that day. So let's say Aaron, for example. They can then choose to either pay the caddy in cash or through our cashless system, which we'll get into in a separate video. I'm just going to say paying in cash just for ease here. So then we get into the actual review process. So the first thing you can see here is you can rate them out of 5 stars. So I'll be kind to this caddy and give him 5 stars. We also have 4 different areas that we're rating the caddies on. So firstly, knowledge of the course. So how well do they know the design of the course? Actually knowledge of the area could also be included in here. Punctuality, were they there in time? Productivity, were they doing things like repairing pitch marks? Any divots in the course? Were they generally helpful for the group? And then obviously, things like attitude and politeness are really important as well. So anything that stood out in their performance, the golfer can tick. And then the biggest source of information will be the comment section. So a golfer can leave a specific comment about their caddy. So let's just say this guy was top class and gave great yardages. You can then choose to share the comment with the caddy or not. So if the golfer chooses not to, then this information will go directly straight to the club. And once we save the review, then that will be submitted and will be visible for you. So as we go onto this page, if you're, head of golf operations and you just want to glance to how your caddies are performing, let's say this month, you can just use our filter and that will toggle what the overall performance is. We're seeing this as potentially being an incredibly useful tool for things like committee meetings or board meetings, where you can show the very high level of how your caddies are performing. And also, instead of just knowing kind of the edge cases, so the good performances and the terrible ones, you're going to get a real sense of what the average performance level across your caddy program is, and also the hard statistics to improve it. So again, you can scroll down here and get a sense of how everyone is performing. And hopefully this helps your caddy performance. So in this section, we're going to run you through the reporting capabilities of Handicaddie this season. So in the report section, you can now pull any report in terms of the number of jobs that the caddies have completed and also their availability throughout a given time range. So just for an example here, if I wanted to find out the number of jobs that each caddy has done in the last month, we can just click these filters at the top. It will automatically generate the date range there. If you pressed last month, generate a report, and then boom, just like that, you will be able to see all the caddy jobs. And also, if there's any cancellations, you'll be able to see, who has cancelled and how many they have done. Same kind of theory for the availability. So just change the tab to availability, choose your date range, and then generate a report. And yeah, simple as that.
Hi everybody, the feature I'm going to bring you through right now is our new prepaid bag feature. So this feature was actually released to a few of our clubs for last season, and they used it throughout the season, just so that we know that we've actually developed this in the correct manner. So many caddy programs, as you all know, require the caddy to pay a bag fee before going out into the course. We have now built a system where this can be handled cashlessly. So over here in this right hand side panel, you can see the scheduler. And you can see that you've got one caddy who has availability, which is myself, but I've got no balance of my prepaid bag credits, so I can't be brought into slots. So the caddy experience for this, just scroll the whole way down on the home page, and you can see the prepaid bag section, and you can see that my account currently has 0 bags. So in order for the caddies to purchase credits, what they need to do is go into our caddy web page. Unfortunately, it's not available in the app right now, and that is kind of out of our hands. That's just to do with policies on the Google and Apple side. So we have this web platform where this is really the sole feature for it. The caddies log in with the same details as they do the app. And you can see here the prepaid bag section. So this is really designed to be used on the mobile. So whenever the caddies come in, as you can see, the balance is 0, and you've got these packages. And then for the larger packages, we do actually offer a small amount of discount for the number of bags being purchased. So let's just say I want to buy 25 bags here. And I must say these packages, we work with you to figure out what the best way to do them packages are. In some cases, we can share the revenue from it, and some of that revenue can go to yourselves. And let me just fill out this really long form. So then once that payment is complete, the caddy will be navigated back into the site, and it does take a few seconds for this bag to update. So if you just give it a wee second, we should see, there you go, 25 bags. And then once we go back into the actual app, you can see 25 bags here. And then the experience for the caddy master is once they have a balance, they're made available again. So the caddy can only be brought into bookings whenever they actually have a credit there. Once the caddy is placed into the booking, a credit is removed. So for example, if they're put into a slot here, and we'll need to publish it, this will then update this down to 24, and then that they could have 1 bag on this 1 slot. They could have 2 bags, it doesn't matter, it's 1 credit. And then whenever this is removed or cancelled for whatever reason, we automatically refund the credit account back up to where it should be, 25. Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm here today to introduce you to our cashless payment option for payments between players and caddies. We released this towards the end of last season to a select few caddies to gather feedback on how the actual process worked. So we're just putting our final touches on it right now, and we will be releasing this to all caddies in the coming days or weeks. So one of the things that we've added into the player app is a QR code specific for the caddy. So this card up here on the app will really guide the caddy throughout the whole journey. Before now it says ready for payment. Initially it will be that they have to set up their account. They set up their account with Stripe, and once they have all that, they'll be asking for like driving license and stuff like that just to verify identity. And once all that's done, they will have this payments active state. Once they're all done that, you can see that we display the QR code here right in the Caddy app. So the player on the 18th green will scan this QR code. Once they scan this QR code, they will be asked to fill out a really quick register form on this site here. This is one I prepared earlier. So this is exactly the page that they will see once they scan that QR code. It'll come up with the caddy and then ask them to enter an amount. So the player just enters an amount, and the caddy will receive everything, the full total amount that the player inputs here. Once the player hits proceed to payment, this will navigate to Stripe, and here the player just puts in their card details, and that need an email. Yeah, once they fill out all the details and that payment goes through, the player will be navigated back into the Handicaddie platform, and then once all of these success messages come through, you get brought into the review your caddy form, and then this is the form that they will fill out that you will see then in the dashboard. Thanks. Hi everyone, I'm here today to introduce you to our cashless payment option for payments between players and caddies. We released this towards the end of last season to a select few caddies to gather feedback on how the actual process worked. So we're just putting our final touches on it right now, and we will be releasing this to all caddies in the coming days or weeks. So one of the things that we've added into the player app is a QR code specific for the caddy. So this card up here on the app will really guide the caddy throughout the whole journey. Before now it says ready for payment. Initially it will be that they have to set up their account. They set up their account with Stripe, and once they have all that, they'll be asking for like driving license and stuff like that just to verify identity. And once all that's done, they will have this payments active state. Once they're all done that, you can see that we display the QR code here right in the Caddy app. So the player on the 18th green will scan this QR code. Once they scan this QR code, they will be asked to fill out a really quick register form on this site here. This is one I prepared earlier. So this is exactly the page that they will see once they scan that QR code. It'll come up with the caddy and then ask them to enter an amount. So the player just enters an amount, and the caddy will receive everything, the full total amount that the player inputs here. Once the player hits proceed to payment, this will navigate to Stripe, and here the player just puts in their card details, and that need an email. Yeah, once they fill out all the details and that payment goes through, the player will be navigated back into the Handicaddie platform, and then once all of these success messages come through, you get brought into the review your caddy form, and then this is the form that they will fill out that you will see then in the dashboard. Thanks.